Okay, so we're going to be doing a real test of GPT-5 within Cursor to see how good of an agentic coding system is this. In this video, we're not going to be creating a demo app or a simple game, but something I personally use a lot in my daily coding life. So I created this speech-to-text system that has basically replaced my typing. Now, in this case, I'm going to provide a very detailed product requirements document to GPT-5 within Cursor. And let's see if we can recreate this app. For this, I'm going to be using MLX optimized Whisper models. We'll see if we can add support for other models as well. But the idea would be that this specific app is going to be macOS based. Okay, now to make it a little easier for GPT-5, I'm going to provide some code snippets that are going to be helpful. And one specific capability that I want is I want to be able to just click somewhere in a text box, enable this app, and then disable it when needed. So here actually you can see the current version. So for example, if I simply press the hotkeys, okay, so I want you to implement this speech-to-text system. I will provide a detailed PRD, follow the instructions in the PRD. Also, if you need, you can do web search. Let me know if you have any questions, and then start implementing the app based on the feature list that I have provided. Okay, so that is basically the transcription. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to point to the PRD. That's the prd.md file. And let GPT-5 cook. I'm going to get back once it implements something, and then we're going to put it to the test. Okay, so it came up with a plan based on the provided PRD, and then it started creating a to-do list. So right now seems like it's going through one item at a time and creating the to-do list, or going through the items in the to-do list and implementing the code. So I'm going to wait for it to finish this, and then we're going to come back and test it. So it seems like it has actually implemented the code. So we need to install a couple of packages. So I'm going to install those, and let's see if this works. It also is making some more recommendations. So first, let me make sure we test the basic functionality, and then I'm going to come back and rerun the tests with this new app. So first I need to close my existing speech to text transcription app. So I'm going to do that. We're going to create a new virtual environment. So I'm going to just call it speech to text, and let's use 3.10. All right, so we know we need to install a couple of packages. All right, so it seems like everything is set. We're going to run it python verb.py. Okay, so it added this small icon in the menu bar. So let's see if I click on start recording. Okay, so this is a quick recording of the Verbi app. We are going to see whether it works or not. And let's stop recording. Oh, it seems like it's downloading the file now. Oh, nice. It says this was the quick recording of the word V. Okay, so it says it actually put the stuff in here. This is nice. Okay, so now there are these small issues here and there. That should be fine. Can you also add settings where the user can select from the available list of models to choose from based on their needs? All right, let's send this in. So now I think it's going to be adding a new setting, and then we will be able to select the model that we want. Okay, so it seems like it has added all the features. Let's see if we notice those features or not. So here we have different models. Okay, nice. You can even add a custom model, which is pretty neat. I don't know if it actually works though. I don't see any way of adding custom models. Yeah, I don't think that specific part worked. Quick update, it was actually the user mistake. So when I click on add custom model, it does open this box. Now I'm not able to modify anything in here, but at least it does shows this box. But I want to add one more feature. So it added support for this new model, but in this case I have to provide the link to the model from command line, which is fine. For some reason it's not showing up in the list of the models, which is okay. I'm going to fix that. But the feature that I want to add is to have audible feedback when the recording starts and when the recording stops. Okay, so I want you to implement audio feedback. So when the user starts the recording using hotkeys, there should be audible feedback. And when they stops recording, there should be a small audio feedback, which tells the user that the audio recording has stopped. Okay, this time it worked. Let's see if we can implement this feature. Okay, so it says it has implemented all the features. Let's see if they actually work. So we're going to stop this. Let me reload it. Okay, so I do hear a quick sound, which is pretty neat. And yeah, it seems to be working. Awesome. Okay, can you use your web search tool to find MLX-based LLMs? The idea would be that in the transcription, there might be some issues. So we want to make sure that we use the LLM to fix those issues after the transcription. It's not supposed to change the actual text, but only is a secondary step that is going to fix any issues. Okay, seems I think there was some timeout issues. So actually, before even implementing this new feature, let's ask it if there are some timeouts. So there is a timeout after which it stops. So we need to fix that. Okay, so there seems to be a fixed timeout after which the transcription stops. So I want you to remove the timeout limit because the user can be talking for a long time. It's actually pretty fast. So let's send this. Okay, let's test it one more time. Okay, so we want to have an LLM which is going to fix any issues the transcription generates. So the idea would be to look for a small LLM which can be run using MLX. So use your web search tool, tell me which small models are available. Now, it's going to be a secondary test or a secondary step that we will run. So it's going to look at any transcription errors that has been made by the transcription model and just fix those. It's not going to rewrite the transcribed text, but rather just fix issues and errors. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm happy with this. Let's send this in. All right. So it's able to use a web search tool, which is pretty neat. So here are the recommendations. It came up with Qwen 3 1.7b, also some of the previous models, but ultimately it's recommending Qwen 3 1.7b in 4-bit MLX. Okay, and this is how the integration is going to look like. So we're going to say, okay, I'm happy with your selection. Go ahead and implement the feature, but make sure that the hotkey functionality remains the same. So it's implementing it. The awesome thing is that everything is self-contained in a single file, which is pretty neat. Okay, so it seems like it has implemented the fix. Let's see if this is going to work. So for the first time, it is downloading the model. And let's put it to the test. Okay, so this is going to be a quick test of the transcription fixing capabilities. Let's see if this is going to work or not. All right, okay, so it seems like there was a small error. All we have to do is just pass this on. I think it doesn't accept temperature. Fix this. This is coming from the LLM because I think MLX for some reason does not accept temperature as a value and step generate function. The transcription part still works fine. Okay, so it seems like it fixed it, or at least said it fixed it. Let's try it one more time. Okay, so everything seems to be working, but seems like it's using a thinking model. So we are also seeing the thinking tokens. So for example, here is a quick test. This is a quick test. I want the model to accurately identify the issues and fix those. Okay, so here's the output that it wrote, but seems like it already sent thinking tokens to cursor. Okay, so overall the functionality works, transcription works, as well as the fix of the transcribed text also works. Now there is a small issue that I think we'll be able to fix it with GPT-5, but it's pretty awesome that I was able to create a working app that people charge $20 per month within an hour. Now there are still rough edges and some bugs to be fixed, but I think I'm going to continue working on it for a couple of more hours, and I will have a pretty robust version ready. Anyways, this was a quick test of building with GPT-5 inside Cursor. Now, I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.